Hello guys, if you've opened this video, it means that you have either applied for the Turkiye Bursary scholarship, or you have a friend or sister or someone whom is closely related to you or you know of that applied for the Turkiye Bursary scholarship. And if that's the case, trust me, you find yourself in the right place. And so today's video, I am going to share my experience for the Turkiye Bursary scholarship interview, and give you some tips on how you can ace yours as well, or your friend, or that of your friend. Okay, so the first thing in general, the first thing you have to do is to take along all your original documents. So I got the scholarship, I got the email, I prepare my document the day for the interview, dressed well, just casual. I think I wore it was a shirt, basically a red one, and black trousers. Then I have black shoes, so I went for the interview with my document, plastic bag, white one. I put the document there, and it was my time. So I went inside the room. So I sat down on the desk. In fact, I stood, and the interviewer asked me to sit down, to take a seat. So I sat down on the, like this, basically, on the chair. And the first question, the first thing he said was to confirm my details, my name, date of birth, and basic things. Then he asked for my documents, the original copies. I gave him the document. So we started the conversation with the question, tell me about yourself. And of course, some of us have crammed already, memorized the answers. Tell me about yourself. I've done some research on the internet and all of that with my experience, and I was about just blowing up, saying things, and he was like, no, that's not what I meant. I just needed to tell me about your family and all of that. So then I went back to my shell. I was calm, composed. Then I started explaining about my family, how many of us, how I am a first generation student, and how far I have transcended from the struggles of life, and how I've been able to reach that point and going for the scholarship and all of that. Okay, my interview experiences was quite good, actually, and it might not be the same for everybody, because mine was like, it wasn't like an interview per se, because it was so easy. And that because maybe one, because it's masters and PhD, I don't think if you guys should stress yourself so much. I want you to calm down, but we'll come to that soon. Okay, let me just talk about my experience. So after that question, I think the next question he asked me about what do I know about Turkey already. And of course, I have done some research about Turkey, the empire, the language, the city, and of course, the city of Turkey is Ankara and not Istanbul. Okay, so just know that. So I've gotten some facts, and of course the language. Okay, I studied some phrases, and I was like saying them and all of that, and he was like, he studied this thing. I said, yes. When you have an interest in a particular place, or you want to go somewhere, you need to learn some basic things. Okay, so I did that, and he was like, okay. Then I think after that question, he asked me if I want to drink some water, and I was like, yes. So he left the desk, and he brought some. Okay, he called the assistants, the PA, to bring us water. So she did. We're having like 2 glasses of water, and I was sipping in my water, and his as well. He was doing his. So we just had basically just normal conversation. It wasn't anything like any scholarship thing, apart from the question that what do you know about Turkey, and I've explained. Then I didn't remember saying much in that interview. That's just the fact. Okay, and it was my turn to ask some questions. So I asked. The question I asked was, in you giving us the scholarship, what do you expect? What are your expectations in return of us getting this certificate? And he was like, we don't need anything from you guys. All we wanted to do, we just want to help you grow, get your scholarship, go there and learn something, and come back to your country and be able to be an exemplary figure. Okay, so, but there was an embarrassing question he asked me. So I think I remember now. He asked me about their company. There is this company, and I just, maybe that would be one of the advice I will give. Okay, there was this company that built our airport, and I didn't even know that that company is a company owned by I think the Turkish government or something, and I was so embarrassed. I said I didn't know that, because it was, yeah, like, okay, because my area of interest is engineering. He wanted to know whether I'm abreast with some construction practices or some construction activities that are going on within the country, and I was so embarrassed. I didn't answer that question. So later, when I went home, that's the time I realized, oh, that's it, So just read along that. So now, let me don't make this video very long. Now to the interview. The one thing I'm going to say, and which of course I will say till the end of this video, is that study your application. That's the most important thing. Just study your application, know your application, know the nitty-gritty, the things you put in that application. The fact that you have been selected already for the interview shows that you are 75% qualified for the scholarship. You just need 25% to be selected. And in rare cases, you appear for that interview and you won't be selected, or you won't receive any email of congratulations. In rare cases, okay, it is very, very rare. But I'm not saying this for you to be relaxed, okay, for you to be too relaxed. You can do your studies as well, but know your letter of intent. You know the things you put there. Why Turkey? Okay, know the reasons why you've selected Turkey, and deviate from the generic answers, like, because Turkey has, yes, of course, has one of the best universities around the world. These are just the same. You may have personal reasons, just like I mentioned in my personal statement during the application process. Maybe you are someone that is interested in being a bilingual, or Turkey has always been one of those places you think you can go and do business. It's attracted to a touristic center, and you having this opportunity will enable you for you to know the language. So you go there after your studies and be able to interact with the nationals easily. Okay, maybe that's one of the reasons why. And because maybe the particular universities you selected, you selected like how many universities, that particular university has exactly what you are looking for your professional and personal growth. Okay, and you believe getting that master's or PhD degree from that particular university with the course content, you believe you can go back to your country and be as an instrumental just like anybody else. Okay, so basically ease down, but study your application very well and know some facts about Turkey. Okay, it's actually quite an easy interview you are basically going to have. I don't think if you will have any hard time to pass that interview. However, don't be too confident. Read if you've done a proposal, a research proposal, do that for technical questions. Okay, what interests you about the scholarship? You know exactly what you did, what you put in your application. So just read along that. Okay, and be relaxed. Confidence is key. You are going to have a conversation with someone, okay, who has seen your application, or maybe someone who has been told about your application and now wants to hear from you. Okay, so just be confident and speak. If you don't understand a question, the best way to respond to that, can you please say that in a different way? The one thing you have to know is that English, if you are doing your interview in English, English is not their first language. Okay, so maybe there are certain things you may not hear clearly. So just calm down and ask again. Can you please repeat that? It's never a crime for you to ask an interviewer to repeat what they have said. Okay, or say it in a different way. Okay, so know your application. Why Turkey? Fact about Turkey. Okay, and some basic Turkish phrases. Okay, like marhaba, like the greetings, and guru shiros. Anyway, so just know basic things in case you ask along the line, and know some important things about Turkey. I guess there isn't much. Trust me, there isn't much to do. However, don't be confident. I've said that many times. Okay. So, guys, I don't know if what I've said makes any sense or has been able to ease down that tension you have about this scholarship. And if it has, please consider giving this video a like and share it to other people. Okay. And let's just grow this channel. But I wish you the very best, and whatever your experience is, I would like to hear it from you. Okay. And if this video has been helpful after your interview, please let me know in the comment section and know your experience. Okay. So in a summary, know your application very well. Know facts about Turkey. Okay. And the basic questions now, like maybe let's say your strengths. What are your strengths? What are your weaknesses? And remember, when you put your weakness, let's say my weakness is that I can't say no when someone needs help. And that's a weakness because at times I try to put too much on myself that I tend to forget certain things. Like I tend to forget things about myself because I hate to say no I hate to say no when people ask. But always when you're asked about your weakness, try to turn your weakness to strength. However, so maybe you said I was this. However, but I have been able to do this. So don't just leave it negative. Try to turn it to positive. And of course, use the opportunity when you ask your strength to showcase what you have, what you believe that makes you different, peculiar, okay, or what makes you qualify for this scholarship. You did a bachelor's degree, okay, and you perform excellent, okay, and for you to have put in a convincing application for you to have been selected right now for an interview shows that you are qualified for this scholarship, and your undergraduate degree has prepared you very well to take up if it's a master's or a PhD, okay, because you have a solid foundation and you believe you are someone who can adapt to any environment. So you believe going to Turkey won't be any problem. Okay, so I guess, guys, we need to call it a day, and I wish you the very best. Okay, please share this content, please, and I beg you, if you've not subscribed, please subscribe to the channel. Bye bye. If you have any further question, leave them on the comment section or reach out to me via email. It's on my channel so we can discuss. Or if you want me to serve as an interviewer within the next few days that you have your interview, then we can schedule a Zoom and I will be able to be of assistance. Thank you, guys. Thank you so much for subscribing. See you in my next video. Bye bye.